Hey guys, in today's lesson video, I'm going to demonstrate and show you guys what type of movements in the golf swing helps with club head speed and what movements doesn't really help at all. So in today's lesson video, I'm going to talk about how to utilize the golf club correctly and what we have to do with our body to create more club head speed for that more of that effortless distance and that effortless power. So the first swing I'm going to make a couple swings all around 75%. So I'm going to make the first swing, it's going to be just all body driven. So from here, just myself just rotating to the top and rotating through. So you can see that my club head speed is 86 miles per hour with the 6th iron, which is not bad. Now from this position, my next swing is going to be all arms. So I'm going to go top of my backswing, make a full turn, and feel wise, I just did all arms. Now you can see here, now the club head speed went a little bit up, so around closer to like 90 miles per hour. So from this position, now the third swing I'm going to do is a combination of both, because I'm kind of tired of people saying body-driven swing or an arm-driven swing. Of course, I think every good golfer will kind of agree with me with this. We want to be body-driven. We want to use our big muscles. We want to be body-driven. We want to lead with our lower body coming down. But the problem with body-driven swings for the everyday golfer is that when they try to have a body-driven swing, they lead with their body, which is good, but it's mostly their upper body, not their lower body. That's number one. And number two is that they lead with their body and they keep going with just their body. So the club head is never released towards the target and we never have an effortless throwing motion. So that's something I have a problem with. So I want to be body driven, but just like throwing a frisbee or just like throwing a ball, I want to lead with my lower body, but at some point I have to let it go. The object in my hand, I have to let it go. So the second or the third swing I'm going to make is both my body and my arms working all together. So let's see what my club head speed looks like for this one. So this one caught it very thin, but hopefully the speed still comes out. So you can see that there is a jump and it's over 90 miles per hour. So I think what you guys should get at this is that if you just use your body, just rotating back and rotating through, it's not the best way to create high club head speed, but that's a good golf swing for me, like a wedge shot. So if you want to have a good wedge shot and kind of get closer towards the pin, you don't need that speed. So maybe you could just go body to body, but the longer clubs you get from like 6 iron, 5 iron, all the way to your driver, we need to utilize a little bit more with our arms as well. So not just all arms, we have to use both our body and our arms. So the last thing I want to make the fourth swing is, I'm going to do the same thing as swing number 3, but I'm going to use the ground, I'm going to dig into the ground, and I'm going to push off the ground a little bit and see what that does. Let me see if I could get a little bit more extra club head speed. Digged into the ground and pushed off the ground, and you can see I got around like 95.5 miles per hour. So what we want to get at is that we have to create a good throwing motion to send the golf club forward and to have really high club head speed, because whether you like it or not, I know we want to hit it straight, but we have to hit it far as well if you want to shoot lower scores, in my opinion. And the worst way to go at it is if you're just using all your body. The second worst way is just all arms, better for club head speed than just all body. But I would argue that if you just use your arms, we might not hit the golf ball pretty straight. So maybe taking a little bit distance off and just using your body will be better. But why not just use both our body and our arms at the same time, like an athlete, and I think we'll be in a much better position. So what I want you guys to feel is that, imagine myself, I'm holding an impact bag, but if you guys have like a dumbbell or like a kettlebell, it'll work a lot better. So if I'm feeling like, you guys don't have to throw this object, but if I had to rock this back and forth, and throw this object forward, I would never do it from right here. I would never just rotate my body, because I have to let the object go at some point. So I'm not gonna just go body, and then body, unless I don't have to throw it as far and I just have to throw it right here, then I would go body. But if my objective is to throw this heavy object as far out as possible, I will kind of use my body and my arms at the same time. Of course, I won't just use my arms as well, because from the top of my swing right here, if I just use my arms without my body, it gets very hard to throw this heavy object forward. So we have to lower the object and use the weight of the object, and then once my arms lowers down, then I'm going to use my body as well. So a good way to feel that is, grab the golf club with your 3 fingers, your thumb, your index finger, and your middle finger at the end position right here. And we're just going to learn how to just rock this back and forth, back and forth. Now from this position, if you guys try this out with me, try to create more club head speed. Try to create more club head speed. So it gets a little bit jerky, and if you guys realize, if you just try to create more club head speed in this position alone, without using your body, it's very hard to create more club head speed. It's almost as if it gets a little bit jerky at times, and it's either pretty similar to just the first motion, or it actually slows down. So how do we create club head speed from here? We have to use our body. So this is when shifting our weight into our left side and kicking back and away comes into play, because what happens from this position, once again, if you have this rocking back motion, and then if you just try to create more club head speed with your hands, you're having a lot of output of energy, but it's not speeding up. It's actually kind of slowing down and getting very jerky, like I stated. So from this position, the rules of our hands is just to stay very loose and relaxed and get this golf club to just rock back and forth, back and forth. We don't have to do anything more with our hands. We don't have to grip it tightly. We don't have to muscle through it, because it's not going to add more club head speed. So from that position, what we have to do is realize that this rocking back and forth motion is like 80% of the golf swing. This is the engine. And now we have to get our lower body to match our engine. So what I mean by that is that when the golf club is falling down, that's when the pressure from my right side, and more in particular my right heel, should go and shift into left balls of my feet. So once we go into this position, when the club head is falling down, I want to go from right heel into left balls of my feet. I'm shifting my weight forward from my right foot into my left foot while the golf club is coming down. Now when the club head passes my hand, that's when I'm going to kick the weight in my left foot back and away. So when we just try to do it with our hands, speeding it up, it doesn't really speed up. But if you do it, if you rock back and forth, and if you shift your weight forward and the kick back while the golf club is moving forward, then the club head is going to accelerate past the impact zone, and that's how we're going to create club head speed. So what I want you guys to do is, the first step is to just rock the golf club back and forth, The second step is we're going to shift our weight from our right foot to our left foot. Right foot to our left foot. Now the second move is really important because we're just feeling the motion with our feet as well. Now the third motion is when the club is falling down, shift your weight into your lead foot, and then when the club is passing your hands, that's when we're going to kick back and away. So the third one is shift your weight forward and kick back and away. And if you guys want to feel this more as like a golf swing, the same motion, but we're just going to create a nice L to L golf swing. So the first one is just our arms, L to L, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. And as the golf club is falling down, we're shifting our weight into our lead side. And when the golf club is being thrown forward, that's when we're going to kick back and away. And that's how we're going to create that effortless throwing motion and get that effortless club head speed throughout the hitting zone. So if I demonstrate for you guys, when you guys practice, what I will try to do is, first step is just to make these L-tail golf swings, and don't force anything with your hands, because remember when we did this one right here, when we're trying to create more club head speed with our hands, it doesn't create more club head speed. So the roles of our hands is to just create this L to L motion and just get the golf club to move back and forth, back and forth. In the downswing, if the club head ever pauses, we're not doing it correctly. It has to be in a gradual motion back and forth, back and forth. The next second step is right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, and just go back and forth with the weight shift. Now the third step is we're going to shift our weight. While the golf club is falling down, we're going to shift our weight into our left balls of our feet. So from our right heel into left balls of our feet. And then now when the golf club is going forward, we're going to kick back and away from it. So that's the second thing. So one more time. While the golf club is falling down, we're going to shift our weight into our left side and into our lead side. And then we're going to kick back and away when the club is going forward. So if you guys take a look at a very slow golf swing, it's going to look something like this. So if you guys understand this and utilize, so all the golf club is, it's a tool. If you guys utilize this tool correctly and try to get the golf club to go back and forth and get your lower body to work with that motion, I think we'll be in a much better position. So if you guys like the lesson video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And for in-person or online lessons, I'll leave all the information in the description below. Thanks guys.